All right. This is the second time I've had to record this. The first time I did record. So now the babies are with me, so forgive me if it gets a little crazy. Today's workout is called Welcome to the Peach Streak. This is all about the buns and working your legs, and it's a little bit of full body too, but really focused on the glutes through the weighted reverse lunges and then the step ups and the thrusters. So for the weighted reverse lunges, you'll hold a dumbbell, kettlebell, or barbell at your chest. It's best if it's nice and high. You can really force your chest up and think about engaging through your core to stay tall. Shoulders down and back. Nice one. Good stop. So 5 by 12 for the reverse lunge. Stand tall and you're going to step back. You're trying to get both knees approximately to 90 degrees. You don't want this back leg to be so far back that it's kind of extended and not able to bend. You don't want to be so close that this front knee is over your toes. So you should be a nice, comfortable lunge position. 12 total reps, 6 on each leg, engaging through the core. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. And the weight should be difficult. If it's too hard, you're going to be wobbly and it's going to be hard to get out of the stance. I want you to be really controlled and slow, really good movements. So heavy weight, but not too heavy. And if it's too light, then you won't really be able to feel it. You usually feel these. They should be weighted like heavy and difficult, but not too heavy. For the workout, 4 rounds of 20 dumbbell step-ups, 2 ways. So I want you to do them laterally and regular. So for lateral step-up, hold the dumbbell at your chest again, nice and high. You're gonna step to the side, full lockout at the top of your ankle, knee, and hip. Full extension, standing tall. If that means you have to pause for a second on the top, pause for a second, lower yourself back down. 1, 2, 3. So 5 on one side, and then you'll switch. You'll do 5 on the other side. 1, 2. After you do those 5, that equals 10. You'll do 10 facing forward, regular step up. You can alternate feet, or do 5 on one leg, and then 5 on the other leg. Whatever helps you count. For the one-arm thrusters, 20 one-arm thrusters, we're just looking for good squat forward, dumbbell up on your shoulder in one hand, the other arm is free. Good squat form, come up, and use that momentum to launch the dumbbell up off your shoulder. A little lift in your heels, have the momentum, so you'll do 10 on one side, and then switch, and do 10 on the other side. For the one-legged dip, it sounds a little funny, but it's good because it gives you like a little bit more core stimulus than you would have otherwise. And you're just gonna do 10 on one side, and 10 on one leg, and 10 on the other leg. So get into your dip position, your butt is close to the box, but not so close that it's scraping it. One foot is down, or your heel is down, toes up. The other leg is straight extended in front of you. Good form, 10 dips. And then you'll switch legs. You do 10 dips on the other side. The closer your foot is to the box, the easier dips are. And really control and contract your core as you do this. And then you can do the wall sit and step out, which pretend I'm sitting against a wall, 90 degrees at the ankles, 90 degrees at the knees, 90 degrees at the hips. Circle band around your ankles, and you'll step out, keeping your leg in that 90-degree angle, giving that glute medius and these hips a good workout. The other option is to do a bear kick, or bear kick. So for that, you'll get into your quad position, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, toes tucked under, lift your knees a few inches, and then you'll send your hips to one side as you rotate open and kick out. Nobody. Awesome. Again, your hip foot can be in the air, or it can tap the ground, which is a little bit easier. And each time you come back to the center, make sure that your knees are still bent just a few inches above the floor. Reset for a second if you have to. 20 total. The warm-up is a little more of a dynamic warm-up today. So 200-meter jog, minute and a half bike, or 200-meter row. And then chest and hamstring stretch, so fists behind you, shoulders down and back, legs tall, slight bend in the knees as you hinge forward, Stretching your chest by pulling your arms out and stretching your hamstrings at the same time. Hold for about 30 seconds. Your calf pedal. So get into a down dog. Just pedal through your calves. Like a minute or so. 30 seconds to a minute. Core twist on the ball. So that's where you're on the exercise ball with the top of your back. Really just your upper back is on the ball. Your glutes are engaged. Give you this nice tabletop position. Fist is in front of you. Exhale and use your core to rotate to each side. It's about 10 of those. If you don't have an exercise ball, you could do dead bugs and glute bridges, or a plank and glute bridges. So it kind of warms up your core and your glutes. And then you'll start to warm up with the lunge. So do about 6 body weight lunges. Just get used to the movement. Prepare your body mentally and physically. Try not to slam your knees on the ground, so it's gonna hurt. Try to get them so that they're just above and then kiss the ground, which also may mean you have to move slower, which is all good. That's more time under tension. There's nothing wrong with that. Just keep moving through it. Don't go too slow. And then start with a lighter weight. So they have a weight in mind that you think is going to be the heavier weight they use for the workout. Start with something lower just to get your body prepared, and then kind of work up to the heavier weight. Once you start with the lunges, there's 5 rounds, so you may decide after the first 2 rounds you want to go heavier or lighter. By all means, make that change. Make sure to make a note so that when we do it again next week, you can go heavier or lighter to begin with, or challenge yourself if you end up having to scale down. That is it. I'm sorry the board is half erased. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of chaos.